City is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go from the Steel City. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, and having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
In trouble, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt. Lejante Wester deep for Baltimore. Will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Baltimore.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so it might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 25, here's second and 2. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. A pickup of 14 on that ball. Good for a Raven first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He'll look forward for a couple. Draymond Jones able to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession, too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Bateman is the motion man. He'll step up and run, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take off again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll send Flowers in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that
And
target.
he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. The throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
So after one, it's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row and another first down. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
This is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, He's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Austin brought in motion. 3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers.
20-yard attempt.
This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4 at 14-10.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
In motion goes Likely. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. Heelage forward for maybe a yard. Derek Harmon in for the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Open man. Downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Baltimore.
That one good for 29.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run. It's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and Quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll take this to about the 28. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. A run with Gainwell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Gainwell. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Steelers 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Rodgers going up top again. This is caught at 2, and he is out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here first.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Pat Fryer moves. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. Woo. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Jackson now. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they've got a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson looking to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Throwing Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Ravens first down.
a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback in their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's Jackson. He'll step up and run this. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front, 20-17.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the 2nd half?
Final moments of this 1st half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the 2nd half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the 1st half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it 1st in this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Well, as you can see there, with this guy's size, you're just not going to be able to bring him down with arm tackles. You're going to have to get a lot of bodies to the ball, square him up, and be physical. Because if not, he's going to run through light contact, and he still has the speed to pick up big yards.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Jackson gonna keep it himself.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. They're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's a Steeler first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now Gainwell. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle, ball falls incomplete, And now it brings up 4th down.
The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Play action now. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it.
Lamar Jackson. A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards on that connection. Good for a Ravens 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. In motion goes Likely. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 1st down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Steelers 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening as the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
2nd down. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
There's a short one caught by Andrews.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. a handoff to Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Metcalf, the motion man. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First down for Aaron. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike. Anytime we see that happen, there just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. In motion goes Likely. A first down throw for Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Jalen Ramsey running down. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
to it now as we get to third down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown and put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you can.
A run up the middle with Warren. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The Steelers.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A pickup there of 28 yards.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
On the ground, Gainwell. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He finds Hunt. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Pass interference. Offense.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion goes Likely. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game. Offense. Still 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Third down and 9. Back to throw, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Yeah, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Steelers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 11 on that run. Good for a Steeler first down. Austin brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That pickup good for 29 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll drop to throw. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one. Here we go. First and goal. Touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try and win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. And motion goes likely. Henry. How about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. About just 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now 2nd and inches. Here's Henry. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win this one. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to win the game. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.